Morning! First night at a rest stop in the bag. I'm actually not this excited this early. I'm just putting on a face right now. Hang on. Oh, all right. Set the alarm for 5. First ferry is at 5:30, so we do gotta get going. Just boiled some water in the jet boil. Gonna make a coffee, and we're gonna hit the road. How was your night? Did you do okay? Uh-oh. Oh, I thought her eye was all buggered up. You just being sleepy? Yeah. We're going back to the city. We're going back to the city. Okay, apparently that's the shot. It's pretty good. Didn't even plan it that way. And so I am stopped at a rest stop about 30 kilometers from Radium. Headed back towards Calgary today. We made it on the 5:30 ferry, and the clouds on this drive have been awesome. Just a completely different look to the scenery. I got Penny out on her leash. She can stretch her legs. She still doesn't like to travel in the van loose, so she has to be in her little cat carrier, so I like to get her out as much as I can. I'm still on a bit of a timeline getting back to the city, obviously. But yeah, just pulled over here, got some milk in Golden, because we don't have a cooler or anything yet. Having a bowl of Cheerios, and just enjoying the absolutely beautiful day it is so far. It's still very early in the day, which is nice. So we do have plenty of time to get where we're going. But yeah, just taking this, I guess, minute by minute, hour by hour. So far, so good. Stop eating the grass. We are back in Alberta, and I actually just pulled off the highway into the parking lot of the Visitor Center of Canmore, Alberta. Hang on, let's give Lucky a break. She's been doing a lot of lifting with that U-Haul trailer on the back there. I've stopped here a few times. The last couple times actually coming back from BC. It's right off the highway. You don't have to go into the town. It's a nice place to sort of get out, stretch your legs, use the washroom. They got Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, there's no overnight parking here, which is irrelevant for us tonight because we still have to push ever onward back into the city. I still don't know where I'm going to park tonight. Be part of the adventure. But yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm still in pajamas. I just got up and drove. We stopped a couple times so I can let the cats sort of stretch their legs and get outside and get some fresh air. Oh, look at the husky. Hi, buddy. Reminds me of Harko. She is much darker than Harkonnen, though. All right, let's get changed and all done up. All right, so all that's done. We are back in the city. I am outside Superstore right now. I'm going to run in there and look for a few items that we might want to have on hand for snacks. My sister-in-law will be so proud of me. And then I'm going to pop across the street to Walmart. What I want to work on now that we're back in the city is some sort of privacy blocker for the driver and passenger window. Just something like, I'm thinking maybe sort of that foamy cardboard that's like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch thick or whatever. If I can find it in black and then just cut it kind of to the shape, it should fit in the track of the window quite nicely. I'm not hoping that it keeps heat in or anything. Just blocks out peeping eyes sort of thing. That and some actual blackout curtains. And I'm also just gonna be on the hunt for like thermal curtains. And it's like, when you look up thermal curtains, all that comes up are blackout curtains. But like, as an example, in my parents' RV, they've got this like really sort of thick thermal curtain is the only way I can really describe it, that attaches to Velcro points to sort of block off the cab from the rest of the living space. So if I could find something similar or something that I can fashion together, then we could use those for the side windows and the windows at the back, and maybe get rid of these very ugly foam boards, or keep them and just use the curtains to cover them up. But yeah, I don't know where to find stuff like this. If you have any ideas, let me know. Although, again, with how delayed my videos are, I may have already found a solution. Who knows? But, all right, let's go do some shopping. We might be misbehaving. Oh, boy. How you doing tonight?
Good, and you?
Oh, not too bad. Can I get a half-pound flamethrower combo? No lettuce, no tomato.
Half-pound flamethrower combo, no lettuce, no tomato. And what's the drink for that?
I guess a large Pepsi.
Large Pepsi. And anything else for you today?
No, that's everything.
Very $13.85. That's in the place.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, when you don't have a cooler and you don't have a ceiling fan, you know, I could still make it work. But since it's like, oh, I left my gas cap open. Great. Since it's like the first official night in the van in the city without anywhere else to be. I figure I'm going to have myself a little treat, and there's nothing wrong with that. Well, that just figures. First night in the van. I keep saying that like it's the first night in the van, but just spilled water all over the inside of it. My mat's soaked. Got to use a towel. It's soaked, so now it's all dried. I got water all over the one piece of MDF board that I've been keeping as extra to make for that flip-out table. It got soaked, so it's in front of the vent of the diesel heater. And the diesel heater is on the lowest setting right now, so hopefully it'll dry the board out. If not, we'll have to find a new piece of MDF. That's fine too. Anyways, no luck at Walmart with curtains or anything else. I'm gonna try Michael's for a piece of that foam board for the windows at the very least. It's very red. Let's give it a shot. Okay, it's not foam, but this stuff, whatever it is. I can't. It's got the little perforated insides. I don't even know what it's called, because actual foam board is expensive. This stuff's not so bad at all. I bet you can find it cheaper at a dollar store, but I'm not going to risk that tonight. At least this gives us something to do in the van. And honestly, seeing stuff like this makes me really want to upholster the foam in the van finally. That's definitely not going to happen anytime soon, but there's this one over here. This one's cool too. Not that I would do that at the inside. I wouldn't do this one either. But that It's super cool. This one's nice too. All the game stuff on it. Super cool. This is what I would want in the van, but not the blue and the green. I'd want more of just like black and white and gray would be sweet. That is cool though, but it wouldn't match. That works pretty good. So I just hacked off this top corner, so you can see that. Yep, right. And now I've got this nice little removable panel. It just sits right in there. And yeah, there's a little gap at the top, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. That would give us a nice little added bit of security. People just can't see in on the seat. That way, if Stella happens to be sleeping here or something, they're not going to see her. Or more likely, Penny. Thank you for that. That was on point. But I will still have my curtains up, so they don't seem to like to go on the other side of the curtains, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I just got to do the driver's side, and we are good. Really dark early this time of year, although not as early as when I'm at Sanctuary, that's for sure. So I'm gonna do one more thing. Gonna head up the hill here to Canadian Tire to get a couple of latches for the kitchen drawers. The top one's got bungees on it and it's still kind of sliding open today on the drive. Obviously it wasn't staying open because the bungees would pull it back, but that and the bottom drawer, oddly enough, the middle drawer doesn't open. All right, the top one in the bottom drawer. So I'm gonna get some latches so we can put them on there. And then we will return to the Waldemar parking lot. That's trippy. The store's still open, but none of the lights in the parking lot are on. Like, I don't know why. It's just like, hey, you wanna get your car broken into? Come on, park over here. That's super weird. I've never seen this parking lot that dark when it's open. Maybe I should tell someone. I'm sure they know. There, not so bad. I also, well, I'll show you what I picked up when we get back in the van, but used the washroom, so big old check mark off that. Now we will head back, find a place to park, and get some latches installed. All right. Well, I guess I did get out when I was in Lethbridge, because that was the first place that we stayed at a Walmart, right? Get out and just do a little. It's still so early, like there's so much activity, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that'll be. I gotta turn my headlights off. Not such a bad little spot over here. We have a neighbor, and this guy was here earlier when we were down here, so yeah. Gonna finish up the window panels, and then we'll hop in and get started on those latches. Although I might not do the latches because that's gonna require my drill. We'll get the drill. But yeah, there we go. Not so bad. All right, so first order of business, the diesel heater did a great job. This was completely soaked right here when I spilled the water. This is just that board that I want to use. It's bone dry, and it's been running on low for, I don't know, half hour. So that's awesome. Pro tip, if you happen to get your spare piece of MDF board wet, hit it with your diesel heater. Nice dry air. It's kind of cool. Like, it just, now we're just doing it. It is weird being back in the city and not being able to go to the house, right? To the old house. Just feels like even to just park in the driveway. It's not that like it's weird being in the van. I'm super comfortable in here, right? Like I spent way more than enough time building it out. It's just that, yeah, the house ain't far from here, but can't go park in that driveway. I actually drove past it and they were already ripping it apart. That was weird. But yeah, it's weird feelings being here in that sense, right? Like I've pretty much been in this city my entire life and now I just can't go there. Weird. So I'm just gonna get these latches installed on the drawers, making sure that the screws aren't too long that they're gonna go through the drawer and we are good. Not hoping that the actual lock or the latch itself is gonna work. So I don't think it's gonna. It's recessed. Yeah, this is fun. I've got all the windows blocked out. I haven't put the divider up yet. Penny's sitting up on the dash. I guess I should speak about the cats because it's weird because I've actually filmed a bunch of footage when I was building their space in the back for the litter box, but I haven't put that video together yet. It's going to be a This could be a bonus video when I don't have any content. I'll release that. But I talk about the cats in that video, obviously. So in my head, I've told everybody about them. But I don't think that's actually the case. So Stella and Penny are my 2 cats. We'll do a whole video later down the line, maybe of me talking about my cats. Exciting stuff, I know. I had quite a few cats in my life, and they're the last 2 remaining. And Stella is great. She's doing fine in the van. She's the kind of cat that likes to be in a dark room under a blanket and be left alone. So this is perfect for her. I shouldn't say it's perfect, but she's definitely doing really good. And actually, to her credit, Penny, my little calico up there, I don't know if you can see her. There she is, kind of. She's doing better than I thought she would. However, she is the I want to be outside, I want to run around kind of cat. So she's with us for at least 2 weeks. And then the plan is for her to go with my parents to their new house when they move in. So hopefully, if the stars align and it all works out, she'll have a nice new home in the mountains to run around on, which is sad. But I think in the long run, she looks so content right now. It's hard for me to say that it would be better. It would be better for her to be there, but I think it will be. And if the stars align, as I was saying, when I go back there in 2 weeks with Lindsay and Sadie, if the house is ready, then she should be able to stay there then. So sad, but at least I know where she will be, and I'll still be able to see her a lot, provided I can get out there a lot. Anyway, my whole plan was I'll talk and install this latch, and I should have known better. I can't really do that. I don't know what else to really say about this. I was thinking, I think I've mentioned it before. I wanted the first night in the city to be. I need to do something outstanding. But this will always be outstanding because it'll have been that first night. So now I will know that I, farted around in the city. I had Dairy Queen for dinner, went to Walmart, went to Canadian Tire, went to Michael's, did the windows, put the latches on. And that's fine. This is what it is, right? We're actually doing it now. That is it. We are sort of all hunkered down here. I'm going to fill the cat's water dish up. Sort of get ready for my night, I guess. Wash up, put on some pajamas, and just relax. I don't know if I'm gonna play some Switch or watch a movie, because I need to do a movie review. We'll definitely be getting lax on those. Or edit. I got a lot of footage to edit. At this point, I haven't even edited the Box Lake video yet, so. Oh, actually, there is one more thing that I did want to talk about. This was the other thing that I picked up at Canadian Tire because I figured I better now, was a carbon monoxide detector. With the diesel heater being in here and me going into winter, and it's probably going to be getting used a lot. I didn't even have to use it the last few nights when I was in BC. I don't even know if I'm going to have to use it here tonight. Regardless, carbon monoxide detector, I will find a spot to mount this. Obviously just went with a battery version, 2 little AA's, and it should be fine. I should be able to put it somewhere out of sight, out of mind, and it'll keep me alive if there's a problem. There shouldn't be a problem. Everything was installed properly, and I'm going to do that this weekend. I'm going to do the diesel heater video this weekend. I cannot make that promise. Oh, I will get to it one of these days. Just know that it's working very well. For those of you that have never heard of a diesel, you'll be like, yeah, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I'm going to leave this entry here, guys. There's not a lot else I'm going to do today, like I said. So yeah, let's, I think, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to take a couple days. I've been gone all weekend. I'm going to see my daughter the next 3 days. I'm just going to hang out with her, enjoy some father-daughter time, daddy-daughter time. It's all the same. And then, yeah, we'll pick up, maybe I'll collect my thoughts on the video and then do that diesel heater video and the next entry that I want to do that I've had in the back of my head for a long time about goals and stuff. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much for watching, especially if you made it this far. And if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you here. And until the next one, guys, just remember to be happy, be creative, be yourselves, and most importantly, just be positive.